So I love stories, and that's what I'm going to begin with. So, as I mentioned, I'm Julie DeLucca-Collins, and Red Confidence is my brand. But before that, the story begins with a beauty queen from El Salvador, the land of the pupusas, who married a dashing, debonair guy from New York City, the Upper West Side, and they were really two different individuals, but very confident. And then they had this wonderful daughter who was very outspoken, gregarious, and definitely what most people would say, confident. And this little girl stepped out on the stage from a very early age. And then she moved to Miami because there was a war in El Salvador. And when she moved to Miami, she became very shy because she didn't fit in. She couldn't quite place the place where she meant to be. And then she wasn't outspoken anymore until she found her people. She went to a church youth group and she found her people, and all of a sudden she started to think, who do I want to be? Do I want to be that shy girl, or do I want to go back to being the person who I was? So the church youth group went on a hiking trip to the woods. And let me tell you, this girl is a city girl, so the woods is not her spot. So when she got there, she thought, okay, I'm uncomfortable, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to follow these people because I want to belong. Now, despite the fact that she found herself uncomfortable, she realized that discomfort, being in your discomfort zone, was the clue to step out, take the first step, just like you do when you're hiking. And then that is your anchor moment, my friends. Anytime that she began to feel uncertain, she knew that she needed to take that tiny behavior to be confident. And then she needed to give herself props for doing it, because if she didn't celebrate herself, who would? Now that helped her continue to move up the corporate ladder. So much so that every time she thought, I can't do it, there's someone who's better than I am, she made it all the way up. And the doubt never left her. And although she believed in herself, and many people believed in herself, she knew that she needed to take the leap. And when she was in this corporate environment where she got to the top, it was very difficult for her to take the leap, because most people think, oh, she's super confident, she's successful, and she continues to go up, and she has great habits. She does all the things, but the reality is that I wasn't. And when by the way, I'm the little girl, when I stepped out to do my stuff, to go out into the world and go after my dreams, I launched a podcast. And by the way, you can see what terrible cover art I did. But we did it. We stepped out. I also wrote a book, and I've always thought I was a good writer, but I wasn't doing it right. And then I decided to become Tiny Habits certified. Because what? Those simple little steps are the ones that help me learn to step out in confidence. Now, behavior design is having motivation, ability, and a prompt that reminds you to do the new behavior. For me, behavior and motivation wasn't always there, but all I did was really be able to just step out. Now, most of you, as you look in the mirror, whether you're a podcaster or a business owner, you're probably having some doubts. That's normal. We're human. And it's very important to, despite what you're seeing in the mirror, and you tell yourself, that you begin to believe in yourself. I want to be your believing mirror, because sometimes we need a believing mirror to remind us of our greatness, to remind us of what we're capable of creating. Now, this Podfest, we are your people. Find your people, just like I did in that church youth group. The people that believed in you, the people that cheer you, the people that are weird like you, the people who, love to dance or like to stay behind. Pick your small step. Pick that small step and take it every single day. Be that 1% better every single day. Because the reality is that when you do that, hey, obstacles will come. It will still happen. Will you be perfect in time management? Probably not. That takes practice. Will you make all the money in the world? Maybe. You'll get there at some point. But I want you to envision who you want to be and begin to practice it every single day and celebrate that you did it. Because those are the steps that a handsome husband and myself have taken to go confidently in the direction of our dreams and do the work that we love, which is helping others do the same. Thank you so much for having me.